The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the O'Neill Show.
People always say, O'Neill, you know what? You're always bashing the woman, and it's almost like you're picking up for the man because you're a man. Even though I don't do that and I give people a male point of view, but nonetheless, you know what? I'm going to give some praise in this. So let's jump into this. Let's go.
Amber, tell me something. Have you been intimate with anyone else?
So this is a good question. Now let me start out by saying that the reason why Anthony is even here at this point in this moment is because Denanisha has rejected him. But not only has Denanisha rejected Anthony, she told Anthony some very, very important things. She told him that, Anthony, at this point, you don't really want anybody at all. I hope I'm just paraphrasing her. You don't really want anyone. And the truth of the matter is, we're going to have a great time. And, let's just say I give it to you. We have a great time. And you're going to feel okay in the moment. But as soon as that wears off, you'll be back wanting your wife again. And she was absolutely right. It's how I wanted Dave to move, but he didn't. And so let me praise Denanisha and let me flack the Dave character again, because the Dave character didn't wait on the married woman. Instead, him take the pump.
What? Just please, just tell me the truth. I mean, the divorce, that's inevitable. You're gonna come out with something. You got evidence. I got a baby without a shaver. So there's no need to spare my feelings. No need to keep secrets.
All right, so as of right now, they're playing it as though, the evidence of the Shayla baby is the only thing that they have. They're not playing into the other parts yet of how complex it could go legally. Because as I've said before, condemnation defense could go in there. Because the truth of the matter is, after the whole divorce thing, them have a vowel renewal, where basically Amber went and said, hey, you know what? I've forgiven you. She's done this in front of different people, and they have evidence of all of that. Those things can basically come into the divorce in itself, to what I'm getting of my research. If you are a lawyer and you're on the channel and you want to refute what I'm saying, go ahead and do so. I'm not a legal person. I'm just giving you my interpretation of what I've read.
Just tell me. Have you been intimate with anyone else?
No.
Okay. So Amber says no, right? And while I wouldn't want Amber to be lying, because then the lying looks like how Anthony lies, I understand the lie. I don't want her to be lying, and the lying is not correct, but I understand the lie. I hope you all understand that. In other words, I'm putting two same things. I've split my brain to understand both things. She's lying because at this point in time, she's trying to get the most from a divorce. It is what it is. That's why she's lying. She's lying because if she tells this man the truth, he could use it against her. So it makes sense. Don't want her to be lying, but look here, I understand the lie. Let me just leave that there.
No.
I'm not.
Anthony. No matter what you think about me, those vows at one point meant something to me. But I know you wouldn't know anything about that. Would you?
Now, this statement is backhanded. So people say, well, O'Neill, the vows did mean something to her at one point, but it's facetious. Because the aim of this was to tell Anthony that he's a flawed man, and to tell him that she's not like him, and to tell him that basically, in other words, she's held her thing out. So she's lied, then say, no matter where you take those vows mean something to you, which means that I would not have done whatever it is during the marriage. I wouldn't have, slept with anyone during the marriage. But you wouldn't know anything about that because you and I aren't the same. That's exactly what that line means. You can try and shift it and shape shift it because that's what Amber fans does whenever Amber talks. Them try to shape shift it into their own narrative. It is what it is. It is a line meant to sit up high and look low on the person that's down. And that is exactly why Amber will get the critique because she does these things. It's not because she's being Amber, it's because she does these things. And maybe that's her just being Amber, which is, let me sit up on top of a mountain and criticize down below. No, what Amber could have done was just left it at the no. Don't want to talk about that. Is there anything else you want to talk to me about? And they could have talked about other things, but they didn't play that. They deliberately played this to show you that.
I'm not gonna lie. If you were messing around with somebody else, I'd cry. I would ball up like a baby and cry. Because that's how much I care about you. I know I've said a bunch of stuff to you that hurt you. I know my stories are getting old and tired. Just love you.
Now, see what Amber fans don't realize when O'Neal comment is that Amber was already winning by not giving Anthony any pum pum. She's won. Going to sleep with Dave is what tips her over the edge where she'll get the critique. Because if she was trying to win the game, then she would have kept herself to herself. That's what people don't understand. Do you see what Anthony is going through? Do you see the turmoil that Anthony has gone through since Amber has not given him any pum pum? She don't understand that that is the power. That is the, what you call now, the realistic power that she should have used. Instead, she was trying to use the power of saying, oh, well, what I'm going to do is do the same thing that you do. You can't do the same thing as a man because it will be looked at differently. Whatever you're trying to prove has been disproven. That is the point.
I mean, I know you haven't even, you took that ring off. I'd get you another one. It's way bigger.
Anthony, stop. No.
Now, the ladies, I need to ask you a question. Is she getting weaker? And why I ask that question is because usually whenever you're kissing a woman like this, if you really turned her off, she would have stopped you way faster. It's my experience. A woman who don't really like you is going to stop you way faster. If she's not really into the mood right now, she's going to stop you way faster. She wouldn't wait until you put a couple kisses on her. But maybe O'Neal is not right in what he's saying. So, ladies, maybe you can speak to that. But right now, Anthony's back is basically kicked up. And, it's like somebody said, Trinley says it's straight of Hormuz right now because inside of him back is a lot of oil. It's greasy.
And listen.
Anthony, that will only make things worse. No.
Do you see that? Amber fans, I'm wondering, is your girl starting to weaken? Is Anthony softening her heart by any means? That's the question.
No.
No, I like that because I'm wondering if one out of two things. Is she weakening? And I'm asking the ladies them this. Either she's weakening or or she's just guilty in this moment. So that's what it is. So give me the notion with this, friends. Is she just weakening or is she just guilty in this particular moment? Either way, we're seeing this right now from Anthony, and we're seeing him come back over here with Amber and taking a different approach because of Denisha. And that's why I've given Denisha all the credit since yesterday, because Denisha has come up big by telling him no. Now, I don't know if going forward they're going to change that, but the point of the matter is that's what we wanted to see. And because we wanted to see that, I'm going to celebrate it. I'm sorry. What it is what Anil wanted to see. I wanted to see him get rejected, just like how we wanted to see Dave reject her as well too. But nonetheless, your boy is still in the wilderness. You know, some people say him can't get a blow up doll. Some people say him can't get a makeshift, V. Some people say all sorts of things. Him need to use the hands. You know what I mean? Some people say that eventually he'll get in the promised land. What do you think? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all soon.